What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great day. So, I'm playing something new, and I'm really enjoying it, and I think this might be just the kind of game that some of you guys enjoy too. For those of you that have been with the channel for a really long time, we used to do quite a lot of scrap mechanic videos at the beginning, and this is quite similar. The huge difference is, though, there's a bunch of stuff you can do in this game. There's a mission system, and it makes you feel like a hero. It's still pretty early access, build 0.4.21, but there's some really cool things about the dev team as well. If you look up in the top right corner, they have these awesome buttons. Report a bug, that's not a strange one, but suggest a feature, join us on Discord. They're really active devs, and they've come up with a brilliant idea for a game, I think, anyway. I'm having so much fun. So let's go check it out. Alright, so this is the little starter cabin you start with. You can buy more islands and bigger stuff later on in the game, but this is where you start. Nice little modest cabin, has everything you need for maritime rescue and survival, I guess. And a cell phone tower. I guess that's for the radio. Essential equipment. But it's a relatively small island. I haven't really checked out the other side of it. I probably should. There might be some cool things there. There's crates and stuff that you can pick up that have boat components and things in them, which is really cool. So this is your starter boathouse, I suppose, and this is your workbench. You're going to be spending a lot of time here, but the things that you build will be spawned inside this little boathouse. So there are different sizes of boathouses as well. This is the smallest one, and it limits the size of the boat you can build. Obviously, you need to build a craft that can fit inside this parking space. I guess it is docking space. But the way you build stuff is super cool as well. So if we go to the workbench, and let me just load up the starter ship here. This is what you start with. And it's good for the first few missions, nothing wrong with it. It sails good and true. It's a nice little craft, but things start getting complicated after the first few missions. So you'll need to, for example, take 3 crates to a remote station on an island somewhere, and 3 crates don't fit in here, or you'll need to medevac a person, and for that you may need a bed, and the bed may not fit in here. Or you might need to medevac a whole crew, and they definitely are not going to fit in here. So you're going to end up building your own boat, which I have done, and it was lots and lots of fun. Let's load my boat quickly. Rescue 1, there she is. Okay, so this is my boat. She's not pretty, but she floats. That's all that counts. I'm not really all that good yet. It looks like I'm missing a window up here. No, it was just the rendering. So she's a really big vessel though. She's as big as I could make her. In fact, I hadn't really taken into account the shape that a boat should be, so I started building her too long in the first place, and then I had to make her kind of snub-nosed. But she floats. There are a few worrying things about her. If we erase a block here and we spawn her, there she is. She's beautiful. Look at that. But I've taken away this one block just to show you inside, and it's full of water, which is not the way it should be. I must have left a gap somewhere in the construction, but I can't find it. She's really not floating that well right now, but that's because we removed the block, I think. This doesn't usually happen at all. There's usually no water on the deck. But this boat is completely built by me. All the logic, all the little extra things. There's so many little things you can add as well, which is really cool. Like, I've got these 2 searchlights. I haven't hooked them up yet, but I'm planning to. You can get winches and really all kinds of rescue equipment. Everything you may need. Hoses, water pumps. It's pretty deep. And the logic system's fairly easy to understand. Let's take this back to the bench. Good. Let's fill in this hole. Hopefully nothing terrible has happened, because she looked like she was lying really low in the water. But if we go to logic, you can see all the stuff we have to do, and it's fairly simple. Like your driver's seat, your pilot seat has all these nodes on it, and they explain themselves when you hover over them. Like, okay, these are hotkeys, bad example, but the green ones will be A and D to go left and right, so that's hooked up to the rudders, and then W and S will be hooked up to the engines, and then these engines will be hooked up to the propellers, but it's all really simple and easy to understand, and really fun too. So let's spawn her again, see if she's still riding so low. No, that's much better. See, we filled in that hole and everything's much better. But believe me, there's water inside here, and it's no good. Let's take her for a spin here so you guys can see how she handles. I just remembered that I've I've actually got the rudders on the wrong way around, so I have to turn in opposites. I really need to fix that. But other than that, she works pretty well. And there's obviously first and third person, which is great. Look at her go. If I turn really, really sharply at high speed, things do not go well. Actually, she's turning pretty well today. Wait, here she goes. Yeah, not really a problem at all, but it's quite a tub. And if the waves get high, you see she lists quite a lot. I've got to do some work on stabilization. But if the waves get high, things get kind of interesting. But she's good enough for now. And obviously I'll refine my boat building skills a bit as I carry on with the game. But I'm having a super good time. So, what makes this game really fun, I mean, of course, you can build your own rescue equipment, and that's great. But what makes it really, really fun is the missions. So, we've got a mission right now, and we've got to medevac an injured fisher person. So if we click on that, and we make it active, and then we go to our map, it's going to give us a bunch of waypoints. So the injured fisher person's down here, and we have a time limit of 25 minutes to get to that person. That's not going to be the whole mission though. So we're going to have to collect the person and then probably drop them off at the hospital. I think that's a power station. There's a hospital around here somewhere, and there's loads and loads of islands to buy with new bigger docks and facilities. And it's not just boats either, you guys. So you can make land vehicles, you can make boats, you can make air vehicles, you can make helicopters, you can make planes. It all looks really, really cool. And while you're out in the ocean on your self-made craft, you might come by crates floating in the water that have got extra parts that you can use, add to your ship or whatnot. There's sharks swimming around, so things can get super dangerous. You can kit your guy out with like fire-resistant clothing or pressure-resistant wetsuits to go diving. I haven't really gotten that far, but I'm having loads and loads of fun, and it's really big as well. So we can get this guy and take him to a hospital in 25 minutes. It's not like Truck Simulator big, but it's pretty big. It's going to take us 4 or 5 minutes to get out here, and then probably another 5 minutes to get to the hospital. So it takes a fair amount of time, and it's really, really cool. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the truck simulators because they're kind of relaxing and they're fun, and you can put your brain on autopilot. They're perfect for listening to podcasts and stuff like that. And this game is kind of like that. I mean, there's action. You've got to do stuff when you get to where you're going. Sometimes you've got to put out fires. There's all kinds of scenarios. So you basically got to build a boat or an aircraft or a land vehicle that's ready for anything. I suppose the idea behind the land vehicles is you could probably drive them onto the boat if you make a big enough boat, and then you'll have something to explore the islands with. I'm not sure though. It's all great though. So lots and lots of fun. I'm having a great time playing it. I thought I'd show it to you guys because I think some of you might be interested in a game like this. I can't recommend it highly enough, and it's nowhere near finished. It's only going to get better. Really, really cool. The wave physics and stuff is also really great. This is nothing either. There are huge waves. I'll show you guys clips from the trailer. But things get really, really dangerous out there, and it's loads of fun. I thought I'd show it to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really having a blast with it. Look at my guy. He's ready to take on anything. Safety first. He's got a flotation device, bright orange jumpsuit, goggles, a headset. Oh, and it's multiplayer. I think the multiplayer is not quite ironed out correctly just yet, but you guys can imagine how fun that's going to be. I think it's working locally pretty well, and I've got a few friends who are interested in this game, so when they get it, I'll test it out and I'll tell you guys. But that's going to make it even more fun. You can have a pilot, and then you can have another guy in another seat controlling all the other stuff, winches and cranes and hoses and lights and all that stuff. And you've got to build it all yourself and go out and rescue people. So if you want to feel like a hero, pick up Stormworks Build and Rescue because it's super fun and it's got a long way to go. It's only going to get better. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really having a blast with this game, so I thought I'd show it to you. Just on the off chance you didn't know, I think I'm pretty late to the party, but it's great and I'm having a blast. Thanks very much for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.